Little bit on NIO again today. Last video was on NIO, but Cathie Wood has just said, I think just said something very interesting about NIO, which kind of echoes what I've been saying about NIO for a little while now. And we're going to have a look at the EV stocks that I bought into quite a while ago and how they're performing, which is badly. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, please consider heading down and subscribing to the channel to get all future content coming out that I produce. It will all be stock market related, what I'm getting in and out of stock market news and bits and pieces like that. While you're down there, give it a little like as well, because it really helps the video. Get it out to everybody that needs to see it, or wait until you've seen the whole video, liked the video, and then give it a like because you like it. Cathie Woods just said something very interesting about NIO, which kind of echoes what I've been saying as well. Please excuse the audio. I've taken this from Mcash's YouTube channel because I couldn't find the video itself. I scoured Twitter and all the websites, couldn't find it at all. So I've got it on Mcash's YouTube channel. Disclaimer, I don't know how old the interview is. I don't know when it took place, but Mcash on his YouTube video a few days ago said that Cathie Wood had just said it, but I thought it would be interesting, so take a look. I'll play it now.
You've got Tesla in China, so that's good. You've got an ecosystem building around China. We know that NIO, we don't own it, but we think that government decree, they want a local champion. We don't know if it's going to be NIO or XPeng, which is patterning itself after Tesla, or if it will be Tesla itself. I doubt that because China wants a local winner.
So I just find that quite interesting because that kind of mirrors what I've been saying about NIO. Honestly, I'm with Cathie Wood in the sense that I just don't think China's going to allow Tesla to become market leaders in their own market, an American company. They're just not going to let it happen. Don't get me wrong, Tesla will be market leader in America. They could well become market leaders in Europe, or who knows, although I think Renault have got that crown at the moment, one of the legacy automakers. Volkswagen are fast becoming a huge EV manufacturer in Europe, so I'm not even sure if Tesla's going to become market leader in Europe. They certainly won't be in China. They'll just hold on to America as market leaders there, which is fine. But it does make me think, as I have been saying, and my last video was on NIO as well, that I feel like NIO maybe could be a good buy at the moment with the levels that it's at. All the EV stocks are taking a bit of a plummet, which I'll show you when we go through my portfolio and the EV stocks I bought as an experiment to see what was going to happen with them all, just so you didn't have to. And I think Tesla's going to be a big hitter in China for many, many years to come. China is the biggest EV manufacturer in the world anyway, so I just feel like they're a great company to be getting into as of right now. Certainly while we're still in the infancy of electric vehicles and autonomous driving and things like that. Anyway, they're my thoughts on NIO. We're going to go into the portfolio and have a look at all the EV stocks and give you an update of how badly they've been doing. Pretty badly. It'll be interesting to see if they've picked up from last time we did that review, and I'll do that as briefly as I possibly can just so you can get an overview of the stocks. Right, so here we are in the portfolio. So we all know Tesla. I've been in Tesla since it was $512 pre-split. Did really well in Tesla. That will always do well for me, but that wasn't part of the experiment. So let's have a quick look here and we'll see what EV stocks are in the list and where they start at. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, okay. All right, okay. So NIO is the best performing EV stock that I bought mid-December. I think it was mid-December when I did this challenge. So NIO is the best performing one. Let's go down the list. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go through these. This is ridiculous. So Fisker 22.5% down, Candy nearly 30, XPeng nearly 35, Electromechanica 36.5, Nikola 38 effectively. Li Auto is over 38.5. Workhorse Group is 41.59% down. Hyliion is nearly 50% down. Lordstown is over 50% down. Right, so Lordstown is the worst performing one so far. So if you have a look at this, let's just get this up. So I bought at the white dot there, December the 15th, I think. December the 15th is when I would have bought them. And it's rallied up. At that point, I probably thought, God, this EV game is easy. What an easy gig. I'm going to be rich. And then they just absolutely plummeted mid to late Feb. They really didn't have a good time, or the middle of Feb, the whole of Feb really. They didn't have a great time. So that'll probably be the case with most of them, I would have thought. I imagine that chart is going to look the same. Let's have a look at XPeng, just for example. Yeah, so bought here, small dip, rose up, thought, oh great, good, and then it's just plummeted since then. So look, I'm not going to go through these in minute details of which ones have gone up and down. I've already filmed the outro, so ignore that, because I put on the outro that it's interesting to see the movements, and some have gone up and down. They've all done incredibly poorly. The last time I looked at these stocks and did a video like this, there was 2 or 3 of them that had performed okay and were still up. They'd performed poorly since the one before that, but they were still up. Effectively, you can look at this and go, right, as of mid-December last year, all EV stocks pretty much have gone down. Most of them. There'll be the odd exception, but most of them have gone down. Or certainly the ones I bought into have gone down. I put £1,000 into 10 EV stocks, £100 into each, and none of them have really performed. Did I pick the right ones? Who knows? That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point of the experiment. It was just to buy a load of them, so you didn't have to, just so you could live vicariously through me and see what happens. But it hasn't gone very well at all. Now, EV sector is obviously not doing amazingly according to these, but as investors, is the EV sector a fantastic time now to be buying in? Well, absolutely. If you truly believe in the companies like NIO, maybe, I know Cathie Wood does. If you believe in the companies, you know, XPeng is going to be number 2 in China over Tesla. They're going to do really, really well. I still believe in them. So let's get into XPeng, because they're super cheap at the moment. You know, they're 35% down from where they were mid-December. What a great time to get in, and they're going to rally for the rest of the year. Who knows? Do your own homework. Good time to be getting in if you truly believe in the EV sector. Just pick your companies carefully. But I'm quite surprised at that. I didn't realise. I really don't pay attention to the EV stocks I bought, and that's quite interesting, because most of these that are down, certainly 10 of them are the EV sector, which I put £100 into. The rest of my portfolio has been doing pretty well. In fact, if you look at the likes of the S&P, we've been hitting all-time highs almost every day, probably for the last month, nearly month or so. all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. So the market as a whole is doing pretty well. Portfolio, I remember doing a £50,000 portfolio review. We're at 58 now. Next couple of months, when I put a bit more in, you know, we'll be at 60,000. I'll do another review then, let you know what I got into. But the fact is, the EV stocks have not done very well. Has it damaged my portfolio much? No, it was only £1,000, and the rest of the portfolio is doing pretty well. That's it in here. That was incredibly disappointing, really, in how poorly the EV sector's done, but good opportunity if you believe in NIO. NIO is definitely the way forward. They're going to be market leaders in China. They already are market leaders in China, I think. They're going to do incredibly well. So, and as of right now, from December, the mid-December, they're 10% down. So you're getting yourself a 10% discount from when they were in December. Buy them now if you like the company. Job. So that's it, guys. That's an overview of the portfolio and the stocks that I bought into ages ago and how poorly they've been doing. A couple of little movements there, and I'll do another update again, maybe in a few months. I don't think you need to see it every month. That would be incredibly boring, unless you feel like you want to see it every month. And then let me know in the comments below if you will. You'll see at the beginning of the video, there were my thoughts on NIO. Just think that it's quite an interesting potential buy at the moment, just being that they've got lots of good news coming out. Deals with Sinopec, deals with Ford and bits and pieces like that. And I think they're going to be massive in China. That could be a good buy. They're my thoughts on NIO. That's the video. That's it for tonight. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, share it with a friend. Anything else that you think might be good for the channel, do it. It'd be lovely. Appreciate you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.